So we know about the recent changes from the UKGC regulations. So could you sort of go into this and explain what it means?
Yeah, so as of the 12th of September, they're bringing sort of, when we say there's new changes, it's probably changes that have been expected, but they've not been implemented. So it's really around the customer interaction with the player, ensuring that they're not spending money that they shouldn't be, going outside of patterns and behaviours that maybe should be flagged or awarded, but also it's around sort of the communication and how they interact with their customer. So I think with the changes, it's going to be something where it's going to ensure that the operator fully documents the process, whether it's your traditional onboarding, but when you're communicating with your players, so they might get in touch with you and say, I'd actually be able to like to deposit more money or stop me from gambling. So I think the new law that's coming out, it's something which is ensuring that policies and procedure are put in place.
So how does TrueNarrative help operators stay aligned with regulation across the globe?
So for us as a business, we got acquired by LexisNexis last August. So we're now part of a significant business. And what we have via our single API, we have over 60 third-party suppliers. So depending on whether it's different states or different jurisdictions, typically operators need 6 to 9 different suppliers to help them align with regulation. What we do is we ensure via a single API they can not only use them by onboarding, but with the likes of the changes with the new UKGC, it allows them to continuously monitor their players. So we really become an operator's technical resource. So rather than you having to go out and find a supplier yourself, we actually do that on your behalf. So, technical resource is a significant challenge within the gambling space, and that's where we really try and help operators.
Could we see similar measures be introduced across the US?
Yes. When, I'm not sure. So most regulations, the traditional onboarding and verifying a customer who they say they are, and obviously things like affordability is very, very topical. So I think measures are being put in place. I think as we typically see, the UKGC is normally sort of the early adopters or the first adopters of these new rules and changes. So it will happen, and probably a lot of these operators are actually standardising it. So what they're doing in the UK, a lot of these operators already work in the US, so they're probably making it a very familiar process.
So could you shed some light on your plans for the North American market and what we can expect to see from TrueNarrative?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, we were acquired by LexisNexis in August last year, and obviously LexisNexis is a US North American business. So we already currently have a significant amount of operators that use the service. I think what you're really going to see with TrueNarrative, which we're now actually called RiskNarrative, what you're going to see with ours is it's bringing additional solutions for operators. So currently with the likes of LexisNexis, they'll be doing your typical onboarding of players. What you have with the TrueNarrative platform is it's giving them the ability to continuously monitor their players with all these different rules and regulations. So I think that's what we're really going to bring. It's going to give the ability for operators to have access to more solutions and services.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's all the questions I had for you today. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.